Hello. I don't exactly know what I want to say, but what I thought I would do, because I have completely failed at posting weekly, even though I said I was going to, so that's definitely my bad, is maybe at the end of each destination, I could do a little video just kind of capturing my feelings and my thoughts on what my time was like and what that particular place meant to me or what stuck out. That seems a bit more realistic. I'm leaving Dublin today and I'm pretty sad about it. I don't, it's bittersweet. I should probably put it that way. Um, I think the reason why it's mostly bittersweet is because I'm a little scared. Being somewhere for a whole month really allows you to kind of get comfortable. And I really, really love Dublin. I really, really love Ireland. And I've learned a lot since I've been here and have been challenged at different times. I've kind of had to get used to being alone and being in my own head. Even though I feel like I've made friends here, and there have been times where I most certainly haven't been alone, which is a super extraordinary thing. I feel very blessed for the friendships that I've made and for the connections that I've formed with people. But yeah, I just thought I'd kind of give a little update and provide my thoughts on how cool Dublin is. So first thing, the history in Ireland is like just super incredible and super interesting, and there's so much, especially even in recent years, and mostly in regards to Northern Ireland. I was lucky enough a few days ago to take a little day tour up to Belfast and got to go see the Giant's Causeway and the ruins of a medieval castle, as well as go on this like really crazy, scary wooden and rope bridge. And there was gusts of like 50-mile-an-hour winds, and I caught myself laughing halfway through because it was kind of scary. And so I just was like, oh God, what am I doing? But it was beautiful. And I mean, just Irish shoreline is just breathtaking, everything you'd imagine it to be. And it was just lovely. It was really badass. There was a bunch of spots we went to where they were featured on Game of Thrones, which is kind of hilarious because I don't watch Game of Thrones because it's too sad. But it was really cool to get to see the spots, and they have little like placards at each location of like screenshots from the show, so that's pretty interesting. And I took lots of videos, and it was just really beautiful. But just to learn about the Protestant and Catholic war and the divide, and even amongst the Republic of Ireland versus Northern Ireland. And I mean, even in last January, so just 2 months ago, the government in part of way collapsed because one of the political parties left. Mostly, one of the biggest reasons was because they were upset that the other party refuses to acknowledge Gaelic and Irish as like a proper official language, even though it was there in that particular region hundreds of years prior to any sort of government properly being created. And so just to hear about all of the bombings and the Civil War, of how, they compared it to the Civil War in America, where it was very clearly divided of North against South. And what was going on in Northern Ireland was it could literally be within your own home. Maybe your father is a loyalist and you're on the other side of things, or your neighbor, and how terrible that is. And learn about these hunger strikes that happen with the rebels and the people who are trying to fight to change what was happening. And there was like 10 people that died in hunger strike in prison. And these are just cool and tragic things that I never knew about. And I feel really blessed that I've had a chance to learn these things and to speak to locals and to really understand more of the Irish history. In regards to the people here, I honestly can't say enough good things about it. Everyone here's so lovely. They're so nice. They're so friendly. It's the kind of place where, as a single female walking around late at night, whatever, I just felt safe. There wasn't a moment that went by that I felt like I was gonna be harassed or that someone was gonna be inappropriate. It honestly felt quite the opposite, which as a lady is a huge blessing and is something really nice. I never did stay out too late, and I never did get belligerently drunk just to make sure that I was always on top of it. But even then, I mean, it's just the kind of town where as you're walking around, and if you kind of start looking around, someone's gonna just stop and make sure you're okay and make sure they can provide you directions. And when you're at a pub, they're gonna just strike up a conversation and genuinely like want to get to know you, and they're very curious about other travelers. I was able to meet these two lovely gents that were are a little older than my father, and I just met them for 15 minutes. And as I walked past this pub a few more times, ironically, they're always there, and they always reach out and remembered my name and like would give me a hug and a kiss on the cheek. And there's something just really heartwarming about having people recognize you or familiar faces. I don't think I'm going to find that anywhere else that I go, mostly because I'm not staying anywhere long enough to truly make those kinds of friendships, even though I'm sure I will make friends along the way, especially staying in hostels, which is what I've done for the majority of my time here. Hostels are super, super fun. It's a little interesting when you're in a room with 26 other people, especially a mixed dorm. It's a lot of different sleeping styles, and all of those people were here for weekends. So they're a bit more wild, they're going out, they're a bit crazier than I have been, just because you can't go out and get drunk every single night. You just simply can't afford it. But even then, it's ironic and kind of amazing how like safe I felt even in that environment, and how respectful men are being in that large dorm setting. It's kind of restored my faith a little bit that a bunch of drunk men can actually like really be considerate of their surroundings and of women. So that was really nice, as well as just a lot of badass girls. So that's been super cool. The architecture in Ireland, especially Dublin, is beautiful. Everywhere you turn, there's just something worth stopping and taking a picture of, which is lovely. I've been to museums, I've been to the Trinity Library, which was just phenomenal to see the text that was written in 900 AD of four Gospels for Jesus. So that was like really special. Just the writing and the pigment and the fact they were able to restore and like properly maintain these documents is pretty incredible too. I've been to Galway for a couple days. My work away that I was supposed to do fell through, which is totally fine because I had to ask myself what was the last time I was happy, and it brought me back to Dublin. And if I hadn't come back to Dublin, I wouldn't have been able to make the friendships that I made and to really spend some quality time in this city. Dublin isn't perfect by any means, and if you talk to a lot of locals here, it is the best city to be in for to build the economy and to make any kind of money. But they're going to have the same type of homeless problem, same type of littering, and garbage in the streets. But I've found that to be in every city that I've been to, so I can't really knock Dublin for that. It's just, you can get every kind of food you want here, and it can be expensive, but at the same time, I have found that I've been able to really stretch my dollar and really pick and choose when I splurge and when and where I spend my money. And that's how it hasn't really been that bad. I mean, all of my accommodations for the most part have been between like $10 and $20 a night, and the $20 is normally on the weekends. But yeah, all in all, it's been really phenomenal and pretty incredible to be in this city for about a month. So that's been really lovely. I leave in a couple of hours to go to Cork, where I'll be celebrating St. Patrick's Day, which is awesome. And then on Saturday morning, I fly to Scotland. So I am super excited about that. The rest of my trip should be kind of a whirlwind in the best sense. Everywhere I'm going to be going, I'll be there between 5 to 7 days. So I think it'll give me enough time to see the places, but to continue to move on. And I'm kind of looking forward to that change of pace, just because at times I have been a little lazy here and maybe stayed in and watched Netflix and haven't really been like most like proper traveler. But like I said, you can't go out every single night. The one thing that is my absolute favorite, though, I will say about Dublin is the pubs. Not necessarily because the Guinness is incredible or the Bulmers, which I have here, which is so exciting, but because of the music. Everyone is so friendly and open and fun to sing with, and you could be belting out at like the loudest volume and not be able to sing at all, which is me, and just sing these super fun songs that play gorgeous music and dance with anyone you want to, and it's just fun. And there is a pub you can go to that doesn't have that type of feel, that type of like wonderful energy, and it's just extraordinary. So all in all, Dublin's amazing. I love it so much. I can't wait to come back and explore more of Ireland at another time, of course. But yeah, Dublin has definitely won my heart, and I will forever be thankful that I got to spend my time here and meet the people that I was able to meet here. And yeah, it's been beautiful. So stay tuned, and I will provide an update when I'm leaving Scotland. Okay, love you guys. Bye.